So we're talking about The Shift by Ben Earl. It's a book. Is it right for you? I don't know. Wait and find out. It's hot tease right there. So I'm going to play the video, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. See you in a few moments.
The Shift is the book that I've always wanted to write because it's the book I've always wanted to read. Not only will each volume of The Shift contain powerful effects and techniques, but with regular articles on the art of practice and the nature of deception, it will present new methods for supercharging your skills and brand new insights into the psychology of magic. The Shift is specifically designed to assist you as you learn, to be read on the go, but also look great on your bookshelf. It's a high-quality, full-color hardback publication with every element produced in collaboration with industry experts. The layout, colors, typeface, and photographs are more than just stylistic choices. Everything has been intentionally designed with the reader's learning and enjoyment in mind. The Shift dives beneath the surface of magic and gives you answers to problems you didn't know you had. I'm extremely excited and proud to present my new favorite magic book, The Shift.
All right, so today we are talking about The Shift by Ben Earl. This is a new book that he came out with his new company called Studio52. This is apparently a series of books. This is not the end all of his books. This is actually one start to his series of amazing conjuring, subterfuge, magic words. So the cost of this book is $50. What you get in this book is you get 3 effects, 2 techniques, and 3 topics of theory that he talks about. So with this, I'm kind of not going to go through our standard cards rating system because there's really not much to talk in those aspects. So I'm just going to give you some answers to some questions you might have and knowing if this is a right purchase for you. So what do you get for $50, right? You get this amazing book, which is really well written. You can tell they obviously took time. They got some amazing pictures in there to get nice visual context between the tricks and what you're doing, and outlining things out in like a really easy way to understand. I think they did a good job writing it. It's not hard to read. It's got big fonts. I'm a child, so I like the big fonts because pictures are better for me. A pop-up book would have been nicer, but I guess we'll live without that. So who is this book for, right? Is this for a beginner book? Is this an advanced book? You know what? Honestly, I think it's perfect for anyone. If you're a beginner, if you're advanced, advanced refreshing yourself and knowing that these are important topics to talk about. If you're a beginner, they're great to start learning from this. The only downside to this being for a beginner, I would say, is if you got this, just know that there are some techniques like second deals and things like that, where they're a little bit more advanced as far as card handling goes, and he doesn't really go into detail about it. He just kind of mentions those sleights. You have to have other avenues of learning those sleights and things like that before you kind of dive into these effects that are in here. So this book is entirely a book on card magic. So card magic, card theory, card performance, just kind of all that stuff in general with card magic. You can adapt the theory to pretty much anything in magic, but I would say that this book is made to be for card magicians, pretty much. That's primarily the audience that this would be working towards, if that makes sense. So out of the 3 effects, obviously I'm not going to go into too much of the detail because obviously you guys can read the ad copy of what the tricks are, but my favorite one is Just at Second. I think that's he's got a new technique on doing the classic stop trick, which is awesome. The Out of Oil, which is an out of this world effect pretty much, and then there's the spinner, which is a transposition, and all 3 of those are very simple and very straightforward and clean. There's no real weird sleights or anything like that. It's very straightforward, which is great. I really admire his work of being this very simple but effective way of doing these routines. I think that's something that you guys will really enjoy. As far as the 2 techniques go, he has a way of doing the diagonal palm shift in a kind of a unique way. He also has a overhand false shuffle, which is awesome, which I've kind of seen this in the past and I've used it already, but I think that obviously if you haven't seen his overhand false shuffle, it's great, and I think you should probably really look into that because that's something that's a great false shuffle. So as far as the theory goes for him, obviously simplicity is key for him, and you could tell with the way he writes. If you ever seen Ben Earl's work in the past, like his real coin magic, you'll see that he has like just a simple one of having one coin and it vanishes from here and ends up here. That's so magical, and we take it for granted that just a simple sleight, just one of the most basic sleights you would ever learn in magic, is just probably the best thing you could ever do. And watching him do it is one of those things where you go, I got to go back to the basics. I got to remember my basics and do all that stuff. And he reminds you constantly with all the stuff he's releasing that simplicity is key, and I think that's something we all need to really remember. So this is one of those books that I wouldn't say you read once, put it away, and you know all the information. This is something that you'd carry around with you, put in a bag. When you're at a coffee shop, pop it open, read it, and check it out. You know, kind of refresh your memory on some things. Just really absorb everything that he's telling you and everything that he's mentioning, because I think all this stuff in here is actually really, really good content. I don't think there's really any negatives to this book, but I am really excited to see what he puts out in the future with these shift books. And I don't know if he's going to call it the shift. He might call it the pass, or the dribble, or the deal, or the lift. I am really excited to see what he puts out, and I think you guys should invest in this book. I think it's worth the investment. With that being said, if you haven't seen any of Ben Earl's work in the past, I highly recommend you looking into all of his work in the past. I appreciate everything he does, and I'm sure you guys will too. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it gave you some information, whether, you know, bounce around the brain, make sure, you know, figure out if you want to buy this or not. If you guys want this book, I'm going to put a link in the description for you. Also, some of his other work, I'll put the links in the description for that as well. Also, in that description, we're going to have a link for how you can save 10% off on your first purchase of Magic Shop San Diego. If you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications, do all those, just go ding, 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 just do them all. You know, they're all right there. Just don't hit the thumbs down, just the thumbs up one. That's what I appreciate. And I will see you guys in the next one. Drop the book. Didn't mean to drop it. I'm gonna read this right now before I review it, because I gotta read it right now. I got it. Done. Read.